One of the most important activities team leaders need to do is provide constructive and corrective feedback to their team members. Done correctly, team members will really listen and take feedback on board and act on it. But if it's done poorly, then you can end up creating resentment and closed minds. Unfortunately, most team leaders haven't been trained in how to provide feedback in a way that is positive, nurturing, and leaves team members wanting more. Hi, I'm Mark Carrier, and in today's video we'll cover a simple process for giving corrective feedback that is positive, helpful, and nurturing so that team members will be eager to follow your advice and come back for more feedback from you. If this is your first time visiting my channel, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way when I upload more team leader training videos and tips, you'll get notified. Today I'm going to talk about providing feedback on a call you've monitored and walk you through the steps I coach call center managers and team leaders that I've worked with all around the world for the past 31 years. The most effective way to provide feedback is by listening and scoring a recorded call so you can go back over the recording and pick up on the points of the call that you want to talk about with your team member. Now, if you don't have any calls recorded, you can still follow this process by silent monitoring the call from your desk and scoring it there. Now, if you are silent monitoring and scoring a call, don't sit next to your team member, because if you do, they'll probably be nervous and you won't get to listen to how they typically handle their calls. And if you don't have a scoring form to use the score calls, you should check out one of my videos on call monitoring and calibrated scoring. And in that video, I also provide a link to a free evaluation and scoring form that you can customize to follow your call structure. I'll leave a link in the video description below so you can check it out and get that free scoring form. Now, once you've completed scoring the call, take a few minutes to plan your feedback session. Think about what you want to achieve with your feedback and the outcomes you'll be looking for from your team member after they've received your feedback, and any coaching or training sessions you need to provide. You also need to think about the person you'll be providing feedback to and how to communicate with them so that it fits their communication style. Not everyone communicates and processes information the same way. So you want to stay away from a one-size-fits-all mindset and really think about who they are and how they best respond to feedback so you can pattern your message in a way that best suits their style. You should also think about providing feedback on only one or maybe two things about the call that you want them to improve on, because if you give them too much feedback, they'll likely get a little confused and not concentrate on what you want them to focus and improve on. So it's best to focus on the first few elements of the call initially and pick up the other elements at another coaching session. It's also really important to identify a couple of things about the call that they really did right or really well. As important as it is to identify the things they did wrong, you also want to catch them doing something right that you can praise them with when you give them their feedback. This is important because you don't want your feedback session to just be about grinding them on all the bad things they did on the call. You want to find good points to praise them on, to encourage them to repeat those behaviors, and so they come to look at getting feedback from you as a positive experience. Once you've got your plan together, bring them in and explain that you've scored a call that you'd like them to listen to as well. Give them a blank scoring sheet for them to score the call themselves as you both listen to the call. And after the call has ended, give them your thoughts on the call overall and specifically mention the things about the call you felt they did really well. Then go through each section of the scoring form and compare scores and discuss them. This will give you both an opportunity to see where their perception of how well they did on each aspect of the call differs from yours and why. And don't be surprised if you find that some of their scores are a lot lower than what you gave them. A lot of people can be harder on themselves than they need to be, and it's good to let them know that you felt they did better than they thought they had. After you've compared your scores and discussed them, come back to the one or two things that you want to coach them on and cover them then and there if time permits. Otherwise, set up a time for a coaching session to cover them later. And always finish the feedback session by mentioning the things they did really well and let them know you have confidence in them and that after the coaching session, they'll make really good improvements. You want to make sure you leave them feeling good about themselves and looking forward to the coaching session. Now, a great book you should check out that can help you be more effective in how you deal with your team members is called The 1 Minute Manager by Dr. Kenneth Blanchard and Dr. Spencer Johnson. I recommend this book to all the call center managers and team leaders I work with as they explain 3 secrets for effectively managing people through 1-minute goals, 1-minute praising, and 1-minute reprimands. If you haven't read it as yet, or if it's been a while since you've read it, I'll leave a link in the video section below where you can grab a free PDF copy to read. Now, I'd love to hear how you provide corrective feedback to your team members, so just leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you have any questions about what we've covered on today's video, just put them there too, and I'll be sure to answer them all. If you like this video, hit the like button and please share it with somebody if you think it can help them too. And be sure to subscribe to this channel because I upload videos on training tips for team leaders every week. And I'll leave a link in the video description section below so you can access my video on call monitoring and calibrated scoring, which you'll find really useful, and the link for the free download of the scoring form. Thanks again for watching, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you all next time.